So I may be a young man at the ripe age of 22, but over the past 5 years, starting at 17, I have had a lot of jobs. Starting with digging ditches at my tennis club. And it wasn't that great. It was pretty hot outside. The conditions were better than in this photo, I can tell you that, but it wasn't fun. But I did get to drive around in golf carts to sweep the courts. That was pretty lit. The next job I had was when I stacked crates at a CVS warehouse. It was not that fun either. There were some funny moments though, for sure. This footage, the smartest people working there. I did the color run with the homie Shane, just putting bags of colored dye in boxes and t-shirts into boxes as well. Pretty good, pretty good time. I coached tennis with him as well, and I've coached tennis currently for young kids. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. AmeriCorps also. That was interesting time to say the least. Met some crazy people. This guy was real. We did a lot of nasty stuff, but it was good work. Good work for the community, and I met a really good friend, Kayla. She was my team leader. Very hard on me, but I grew a lot in the program because of her. One day I worked at Orange Packing Factory, and all I did was work on the conveyor belt and put a slip of a piece of paper, which was a coupon, into boxes that would be mailed out to people across the United States. And that job sucked. It was a 14-hour shift with just like two breaks, and I quit after that day. I didn't quit quite this manner, but I did quit nonetheless after one day. Currently, I'm also working at Bento along with the tennis coaching, and I'm doing it with lovely friends. Shout out Jordan and Zach. Having a great time with them. The only problem is the line does get out of the door, and that's a problem sometimes. I also, going back in time a little bit, I worked at Big Apple Pizza as a delivery driver. It's kind of a gross restaurant. Not sure if Gordon Ramsay would be too happy with it. But the pizza was good, greasy pizza. Like, I'm not a big fan of greasy, bad food, but this was the best bad food you could find, honestly, in my opinion. Unfortunately, there was also a lot of tweakers here. I remember one instance in particular. One of the workers, an older worker, who didn't do drugs, told a worker who definitely did, and myself, he was like, "You guys better quit doing drugs." And then the guy who obviously does do drugs was like, "No, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. No, no, that's not me."
Hey, give him some water.
Last but not least, we have inventory. This job was horrendous. This job was the worst job I have ever had. That is the title of the video, and it is a well deserved title because it was the worst job I have ever had. All you did was scan barcodes all day. You would pull back an item at like Winn Dixie or JC Penney's, wherever I was working at Dillard's, and they would just have shitty pop music, just play the same songs over and over again, and you would just scan barcodes and just hear that beep, beep, beep every time you scanned one shit. You couldn't talk to people, you couldn't listen to music other than what was playing, and you would just do this for hours on end. And everyone there working was depressed. So, moral of the story, inventory is easily the worst job I've ever had, and I would urge anyone thinking about getting that job to not do so. Unfortunately, my friend Andy got the job, and here's what he has to say.
Inventory fucking sucks, bro. Don't do it.